Now there stood by the cross of Jesus his mother, and his mother's sister, Mary the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene. When Jesus therefore saw his mother, and the disciple whom he loved standing by, he said to his mother, Woman, behold your son. Then he said to the disciple, Behold your mother. And from that hour that disciple took her to his own home. John chapter 19, verses 25 through 27. One of the most difficult concepts to understand is that Jesus Christ is both the Son of God and the Son of Man, that he is fully divine, yet also fully human. I, for one, have never really struggled with believing and trusting in the deity of Christ, but I struggle with the concept of his full humanity. I know this is true because I often try to explain away his human experience with divine explanations. The unfortunate part of this kind of thinking is that I never allow myself to get as close to him as might otherwise be possible. As Jesus is dying on the cross, I can understand the idea of his ultimate sacrifice for all of mankind, and how that sacrifice gives me hope for an eternity spent with God. Yet, in the midst of this spectacular spiritual event, just before breathing his last, Jesus speaks very personally to his dearest friend on earth and asks him to take care of and watch after his mother. I suppose that Jesus, the Son of God, even while dying on the cross for the sins of the world, has a special place in his heart for his human mother. Tomorrow is an annual celebration dedicated to honoring our mothers. As each of us, on the eve of Mother's Day, make plans to honor our mothers in distinctive ways, may we never forget the importance of her role in the Christian family designed by God from the very beginning. Consider these classic words from Irma Bombeck in her poem entitled, When God Made Mothers. By the time the Lord made mothers, he was into the 6th day working overtime. An angel appeared and said, Why are you spending so much time on this one? And the Lord answered and said, Have you read the spec sheet on her? She has to be completely washable, but not plastic, have 200 movable parts, all replaceable, run on black coffee and leftovers, have a lap that can hold 3 children at one time and that disappears when she stands up, have a kiss that can cure anything from a scraped knee to a broken heart, and have 6 pairs of hands. The angel was astounded at the requirement for this one. 6 pairs of hands? No way, said the angel. The Lord replied, Oh, it's not the hands that are the problem. It's the 3 pairs of eyes that mothers must have. And that's on the standard model? The angel asked. The Lord nodded in agreement. Yep, 1 pair of eyes are to see through the closed door as she asks her children what they are doing, even though she already knows. Another pair in the back of her head are to see what she needs to know, even though no one thinks she can. And the 3rd pair are here in the front of her head. They are for looking at an errant child and saying that she understands and loves him or her without even saying a single word. The angel tried to stop the Lord. This is too much work for one day. Wait until tomorrow to finish. But I can't, the Lord protested. I am so close to finishing this creation that is so close to my own heart. She already heals herself when she is sick and can feed a family of 6 on a pound of hamburger and can get a 9-year-old to stand in the shower. The angel moved closer and touched the woman. But you've made her so soft, Lord. She is soft, the Lord agreed, but I've also made her tough. You have no idea what she can endure or accomplish. Will she be able to think? Asked the angel. The Lord replied, Not only will she be able to think, she will be able to reason and negotiate. The angel then noticed something and reached out and touched the woman's cheek. Oops, it looks like you have a leak with this model. I told you that you were trying to put too much into this one. That's not a leak, the Lord objected. That's a tear. What's the tear for? The angel asked. The Lord said, The tear is her way of expressing her joy, her sorrow, her disappointment, her pain, her loneliness, her grief, and her pride. The angel was impressed. You are a genius, Lord. You thought of everything for this one. You even created the tear. The Lord looked at the angel and smiled and said, I'm afraid you are wrong again, my friend. I created the woman, but she created the tear. What about you today? Why not make plans right now to do something special to honor your mother on her special day tomorrow?